here, can I see this? How did you?
You might want to put this on that side.
I can't know the floor.
It's a plug. It's a. You can get a chair. Put a chair right here. It's an outlet right here. Y'all need a extension cord? Oh, yeah, that'll work too. Yeah, extension cord would be cool.
I'm so cool right there. It's a cool angle.
It's going. I'm just saying it's gonna get a side, but I mean, hey, if you cool with it, hey, if you like it, I love it, bro. Trying to think if I can even go on YouTube, but we can just go live on Facebook.
But you don't promote footage. You don't promote footage.
Because I'm saying if we go from Facebook right to YouTube, we can't extract the footage from YouTube. So somebody has to go on Instagram or Facebook if you want to put clips up. Otherwise, we just gonna have to direct everybody to YouTube.
Oh, Daddy.
Go on.
You say it don't go on Facebook?
No, go live on Facebook.
You don't be on that Apex no more?
Huh?
You don't be on Apex no more?
Yeah, I do, but not since PS5.
No, I see. Oh. So look at this right here.
You still been on it?
Hell no, I don't be on no Apex, bro. We can scoot it up because that's a lot of table in the background. I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot of the table right there. So we can scoot
It's
it.
cool actually.
I mean, if we all sitting like this or something, like if we all had a table like this and we could read back like this or something, then this would be cool.
It's a mob.
Or we just move the chair closer to this way, and the more people, circle you around the screen.
I see what you're saying.
And then it ain't gonna be like this hell of it, it's not just a handful.
You can't just grab two of those chairs like that, put them on your side, and I just get these two like this. There we go. So then, okay.
You do look hella far away.
Right, that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. That's my whole thing. Like we should bring this a little bit closer.
Do that.
Man, I'm going crazy right now.
See?
See what?
Get down. Just get his damn foot on that thing.
Oh, this is very, very. Yep.
Go get your jacket. We're about to leave. Go to bed.
Yeah. It's on
Over
video.
there.
Are you sure? If you're looking at your video quality right now, family, are you sure you want that angle? Because that's gonna be very. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
It depends.
If you like it, I love it though.
It's cool.
All right.
Let's put it in the windowsill, see?
Nah, because and they'll plug in the windowsill.
I got that. Oh, what do you mean? It's a plug over there.
Where?
I got a TV tray you can put it on.
Show me.
There.
Now put it back.
No, I said, I'm talking about who to put his jacket in front.
You say it's the plug over here?
Over there, where y'all at? Y'all took my phone?
The bottom plug is like my phone can go in there, so it's punched in. Not my phone, make my plug can go in there.
It's too big.
Basically.
Let me get to the second part. I've never said that. You didn't put words in my mouth.
You
words in my heart.
That's exactly what you said.
Try and put that in there. Too.
I'm gonna have my mom watch the kids, but I want you to go to the podcast.
I mean, just so you'll better angle.
It's open.
Who is it? The hell, who is he?
Oh, done.
You feel like rolling up, cousin?
What you got? Backwood?
Yeah. Gelato.
It's like a roll up.
You can roll up a backwood.
Yeah, I got you.
Right on, cousin.
Just because I never do it, but I got you this time.
If you never do it, can you do it though?
You said what?
Okay, I believe you.
I'm gonna say, if you don't have faith in me, bro, go with your first mind. Louis see me roll up. Louis put on his snap.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's how
beautiful.
amazing.
That's fatherhood right there in the flesh. That's
That's
beautiful.
how amazing.
That's awesome. Love that.
That's how amazing it was when I rolled up. Louis posted it. You know, Louis don't promote nothing. Louis don't promote nothing. He promoted me rolling up. So that's a lot of damn weed, bro. You want all this in one wood?
No.
You gonna smoke that?
That's what I'm saying. You was a hating nigga to the core.
No, I'm saying I don't say that to you.
That's a lot of it, man.
I understand what it's from.
That side is something different.
Oh,
This
okay.
is a lot of
I'm
like
saying.
That's a different strain
That's
there.
for sure.
That's a lot of things.
Who gave you this thing?
Thank you.
You break it down first.
Ain't you supposed to break it down?
Actually wrote to this beat. This shit wet, bro. You was looking on this? Weak ass song, bro. Yeah, bro. Pusha Man is a weak ass song, bro. He's talking about the streets. You think I don't like this? It's trash.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
That shit's trash.
Everything you said on here was poetic as hell.
That Kurt Cobain song was poetic as hell. Come on, bro. It's never a competition.
It's always a competition. It's always a competition. You know that.
Dude look like Better Lee.
Oh,
Rainbow.
that's what's up. Ringo, my bad. Ringo. Ah!
Super fly, hear my stand, see what's next. Baddest bitches in the bed. I'm your pushing man. I'm your pushing man. Your pushing man. Solid life.
Yeah, and could you
Thank you, bro.
get
See, I didn't know I was offended.
there?
I didn't realize you was offended by that, brother.
You're a weak ass song, bro. I'm your boy, Bruce. My bad. Slap, bro. Slap, bro. Slap that E. What y'all niggas
That shit
want?
don't go. No,
I
don't.
even looked
Really,
at
my way
his, I
better
looked
than
at
you.
his playpen too.
Oh,
Way better. Way better.
Give me his what?
And I like E is decent. She's not weak, but she's decent.
What are you doing? That's what I was just talking about.
Not really though, bro. Not really though.
Alright, beats.
Yeah. So you talking about because of the brand name is wrong?
The song was a catchy song.
Man, I swear that was that was just us.
We go wild.
What's going on, gang?
Nah.
Oh, man, I'm chilling, bud. What's up with it, man? Oh, bro. Oh, shit, that song. Oh, bro. You did. I wasn't paying attention to you, bro. I was not paying attention to you. That's all good, man.
My nigga Lonnie, Black Hollywood.
I'm black. What you mean?
Nah. Supreme Virgo shit. You know what I'm
He a Virgo too. It ain't
y'all
that shit too. You know how that shit.
Man, if I don't know you, bro, I'll be like,
What's that?
you know what I'm saying? Like, I see you, my nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah, what's up the gas though?
You got some good ass topics. I'm glad you joined.
Oh, what? Okay, I pulled up, bro. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
Right now we waiting, I guess for Louis, bro. 'Cause I don't know what action we're doing. So as soon as Louis have a seat, we gonna be ready to go.
Catch some air, man. I've been in the house.
As we all have.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
look, I think while I'm over here talking like I'm on some singularity shit, you know what I'm saying? We all been in the motherfucker.
You know how that shit go, man.
Oh, matter of fact, we need that.
I got some good shit for y'all. This is some regular. Don't roll that one. I got some shit for you.
Yeah,
Right
that's
I got some Gary Payton and some cherry fruit.
That's all right. I got that Superfly up here. Y'all was watching the movie or just a song?
It was a song.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Curtis out here. Curtis might be set the move right, man.
You was a real hater to the core.
I ain't been smoking, y'all.
For me?
So,
Yeah, been
fast. I'm on a fast right now, bro. I just did a water fast.
All right, I don't know what's going on with sis, bro. She gonna get what she get.
Yeah, actually, I see you ready to start?
Yeah, it's ready to start.
So that means you ain't sipping either then.
I ain't, no, hell no. I'm done drinking. I ain't,
Oh,
I ain't going back to drinking.
Oh.
Not like that, like I
Yeah.
was every weekend. So I ain't going back like that.
That's beautiful.
But that's good, man.
That's beautiful.
Job, my nigga. I feel bad because I'm sipping.
Oh, yeah, no, you good, man.
Yeah, I just left my cup in the car and all type of shit.
I mean, I got some shit up in there. I just ain't, you feel me?
Oh,
Got
no,
some Kenny in
I
there.
don't need no big cup.
Oh,
Nah,
Can I get some
I'm a
in
moderate.
Simple. You feel me? Shit. I mean,
Oh, you
make myself at home?
Bro, I don't
Yeah, well, let me-
Bro, I just like to respect niggas' houses. You feel me? The show me.
You said make yourself at home.
I
He been to my house hella times.
It's my first time here.
How long you been to my home, nigga?
Bro,
I'm ready to go. We live on YouTube right now. For some reason.
Yeah, Gary Payton too.
shot glasses is fancy. Louis, bro.
It's the red side. If you want a red cup, red plastic cup. It's on the side, right side of the refrigerator.
You spend all of my.
You know where to spit on your dumb ass, boy.
Yeah, I had some. I had won a bet against my cousin.
How much would
In
you
the
give me,
playoffs.
bro?
Which one?
All four.
No, you didn't.
I won all four against him.
Well, okay, who you bet on?
He took all the losers. Just put it like
That nigga thought Aaron was gonna beat Tampa.
So not the week before that.
Okay.
The week before that. So when it was 2 AFC, 2 NFC, and he took the Ravens, he took the Rams.
Everybody.
Man, drink some of this shit.
I said no.
No, cause you be trying to get me on. I remember my birthday still.
Jameson?
You trying to get a nigga on. And you brought that Jameson?
You know what? That's what.
That's because
Nah,
nobody's
Jameson.
drinking it.
I love
That's-
Jameson.
Oh, you do? Is that dope? That's
You
good.
gotta take that.
Whiskey.
I'm not gonna get none right now, but I'll do that.
You gotta take that.
I'll take that throughout the show. Let me kill that in real quick. Bruh, I swear to God, Niche must have poured me some type of vodka tequila shit at my birthday.
I'm trying to remember.
That shit
I was
so
off.
good.
I was off a pill on your birthday.
That shit was so damn
I was
strong,
lit.
nigga.
And we went to the casino.
I'm like 6. I ain't gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. All right. Anyway, we live now officially. We live.
Hey, you know that in the wood?
We live. Welcome to the Revamp Podcast. We do have our own space, but we still relocate. Like I just dropped that bar on you. I am your host, Uncle Lonnie Sincerius Royale, aka Lonnie Stark, Illusion Killer. Nice tone, real quick. You know what I'm talking about? But see the last genuine nigga left. You feel me? And then we got the host of the location that we at, as well as the co-host of the show. So Louis B up in this thing, you feel me? So shout out to Mish.
Sincerely, the genuine nigga left.
Shout out to Mish too for also welcoming us to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to rush through my phone real quick because we had dope topics. I'm mad that nobody else is here. Seed topics?
See, open ones because I actually got some good ones.
I got a little pretty roll.
You got some water?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, before I even hit this phone up, how niggas doing? How niggas feeling right now? What's going on with people? What's up with Tone? How you doing?
Tone cool, man. Shit, I'm doing cool, man. I'm chilling, man. Just trying to take my coat off and get a little comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Or spark up just good pre-roll. But yeah, man, everything cool, man. Just chilling, bro, living my life and trying to goddamn.
I'm just saying so people can see you on your shit.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. So people can see you on your shit, man.
Just trying to stay alive and stay goddamn sane in this COVID era. You feel me? You know, so I can't complain. You feel me? It is what it is, man. You know, what's up with the fellas though, man?
Me personally, I'm just trying to cope with cause right now I'm not working, so I've been in the house.
Okay.
And I'm trying to cope with that shit, trying to stay sane, cause I ain't never just. It's one thing to be in the house by choice, but then it's another thing where necessarily agree with the propaganda that they pushing. Mm-hmm. But it's just that the fact that it's a normal thing now. Niggas is up in the house, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little different.
Yeah, man. Shit, I feel you on that for sure. I just been trying to take that time to figure out what to do with my brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's anything that I could do to kind of pass the time, I'm gonna do that. Cause shit. You'll fuck around because this kind of feel like now I ain't never been in prison, but if I had to imagine what it feel like, this kind of feel like solitary confinement and some shit. Like
if you think about
if you think about it, because you can't really do much. You feel me? You come out for the little shit shower and shave or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then you kind of back in the house and shit with the family and everything. It's kind of hard, bro. Sometimes you just need that break and just kind of get away.
What do y'all miss from the old world?
Everything.
Hey, that's what I'm about to say. We took everything for granted. They were like, God damn.
Not everything.
This whole past week, actually, every day I've been getting off work. I come home and I smoke a blunt. You know that blunt fresh off work is beautiful. And I get off work at 2:30 in the morning. And I'm just on my balcony, right? And I did the most genuine thing ever. Just looked at the stars and it gave me a deeper way of thinking. It helped me critically think about some things I've been thinking about. It was very therapeutic. For sure, bro. I'm But yeah, it was very therapeutic. I did it every week, and it gave me a new insight on how to appreciate life, humble myself, keep humbling myself, keep learning, keep absorbing knowledge.
Got to, man.
I miss I'm really simple. I mean, you guys probably don't know that, but I used to go to Frisco, bro. Like I used to like just the Frisco energy. Like I used to be able just to go. I could be broke as shit out here, bro. I got $20 to my name, go to Frisco and feel like a goddamn and be able to do anything I want, bro. Because it's free transportation. It's the live of the energy of the street everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I miss that part. That shit dead now, G. I mean, it hurts. Every time I drive in Frisco, that shit is dead. I'm talking about nigga, Market Street is nasty, dog. I'm talking about. I was like, bro, this shit, it's really looking nasty, bro. If you don't live in the high areas, like in the hills or where Frisco rich people live, it's nasty. It's like hood, bro. It's like
I just miss seeing more people out on the street, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit, it just open look kind of ghosty now. Yeah, look kind of ghosty and shit. I just,
the downtown scene, remember the
It's
downtown
not-
scene was live as
yeah,
hell.
you know what I'm saying? Even at the lake, you feel me? It's just,
The lake been moving still.
it's been moving.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, not like I used to, but it's like they kind of like structured it now to where you gotta have like a little, you gotta have some paperwork.
It was back though.
Protocol and shit.
They opened it.
Yeah.
They opened it back up.
They did.
Yes, I forgot to tell you. That's my fault, bro. That's
What?
my fault.
They opened up the dinner and all that.
Everybody's been out there last weekend, the whole weekend before that. Everybody was just out there, G.
Yeah, that's cool. And you know what? To be honest, I've been working on so much back end stuff to where like I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Can't
Like,
wait for them to even ask you for it.
oh my God. You know what I mean? I'm just patiently waiting, you know what I'm saying?
But
But
y'all think that because basically now I don't know if everybody been like current on the news
them
and
shit
shit.
like,
I don't know if everybody been current on the news and shit, but basically they're talking like now they're trying to reopen schools and they trying to make that shit mandatory that niggas, the staff get vaccinated.
okay.
Students, I'm like, how niggas is feeling on that? Because I'll be the first one to say I'm against that vaccination shit.
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
not trying to do it.
I'm against
You
the
know what
people.
I'm saying? And I go as far as to say that I would, homeschool my kid before I vaccinate him. That's how strongly I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to go to public school if that's what they're going to do. It's been people who been going through like face paralysis and all kind of like ill symptoms and stuff since they didn't took that vaccination. And there's been a couple videos that been taken down just because it seemed like powers that be don't want you to see what's going on and what the real consequences of taking some shit that they don't even know what the fuck the lasting effects is going to be.
Yeah, you can definitely see like the agenda. You feel me? It's like it's so clear now. Like I don't know if it's because we got older or whatever, but it just seemed like the agenda is like a lot more clear to see now, and you can clearly see that they opening everything up so they can, put the mandatory vaccine in the air. So it's kind of like, damn, like that's really y'all pushing that. So, which was funny because I was listening to the news today, and they was talking about the Black community being like one of the we not taking it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us are saying like, nah, we not down with it. We like the lowest percentage of people that's going to get vaccinated, and they trying to find out ways to get us to participate in this shit.
And that's the strategy right now. So they coming up with the worker, like if you people who are on housing or any of that shit, so like people who get food stamps or any of that, they're trying to look around for government assistance. They're gonna try to look around for that, but it's gonna be hard to even push that because you still got people that's gonna be able to help fight for that.
Right.
So, but now it's just like, all right, have you guys heard of the South African flu? I mean, the South African variant.
To the COVID,
Bruh, they have a South African variant to the COVID. First of all, you can't call it China or Wuhan virus.
Yeah.
So how the fuck are you gonna call it a South African variant, bruh?
Right.
That's one thing we gotta stop, man. We gotta stop these people out there tracks, bro. Because they be getting too comfortable, bro. Like, how you gonna tell us we can't say something when we knew where it came from, where the document said it came from?
Man.
And y'all said that's right. Oh no, y'all don't do it. But now you don't call it a South African variant, my nigga?
Right.
To target us?
Right. Nah, yeah, that's because what it is that, bro, we and I'm gonna just go out and say it because I feel like we at that place now where we can have this conversation. Like, we have always been the energy source for this machine.
For sure.
We have always been the energy source. So now that we can clearly see that there's agenda to get us to okay this thing, we should realize the power that we really actually have. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it's like, if we make the cool, like, because, I know people have been saying that, been saying that. It's like, we make the cool. We make everything. We was the first everything. So it's like, if we not feeling that shit, that should be a clear sign that shit ain't cool. We shouldn't be fucking with that shit. But it's like, if we was to all band together and come out and say that, then we gonna look like rebels and, you know what I'm saying, and like tyrants and
anti-vax
terrorists and shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it's for me, I know the answer. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, is we all ready to get on
Are we
that level?
ready to do it though? I know the answer for the goddamn mask. I know y'all tired of this damn mask. I'm tired of walking. I'm tired of driving, seeing people running in the street in Berkeley with masks on. I'm tired of seeing people, right? I mean, far away from each other with their masks on outside. I'm tired of seeing people with masks on outside, grabbing nobody's body. Like, that's just really irritating us. And what we gotta do with the mask thing is really come together and be like, 30 people go to the goddamn supermarket. We ain't wearing no mask.
Right. Because you know, people say it all the time, like power to people, but we never utilize the power. You feel me? Because if we got strength in numbers and we all say no, that's the power and we're utilizing it. But if we never do that, then it's always gonna be ruffles in the goddamn thread.
I dig that. Hell yeah. Well, I got a Louis topic for us, the official topic that we're gonna just go ahead and jump into. This was actually pretty interesting. Louis asked us in the group chat. He said, "Is it the feminists' fault that this neutralized gender programming is taking? Meaning, is it women's fault for pushing such a toxic issue that should have been kept private? Top women high school tracks are trannies, so basically all that equality was for nothing. Because now men can identify as women and rule your industry once again."
So what I was basically saying is that the feminist movement was to come out and show equality for women and men, right? Show equality just for women from the men, you know, separate, to show the equality is equal to the men. That's what feminist movement, right? Now, the feminist movement also has promoted homosexuality and transgender. Right. So now what you have done is now you guys have allowed the man to come back and take and steal whatever you just have fought for.
Whatever you created, yes.
A man's about to take everything you just have fought for, and y'all are so dumb and not even looking at what's going on, bro. That white man about to take it. Bro, y'all didn't see the new the Treasury, the new Joe Biden just put in office? He put 2 transgender white men in there. Why did they put no white women? Y'all are so slow, brother. Y'all not even thinking about what they still don't fuck with you. He put a white man.
A white transgender.
2. One in transportation, one in Secretary of Health.
Yeah, that's right. So, which is kind of crazy though, because if you're the Secretary of Health of the nation, you know what I'm saying? That's basically meaning that all the medical industries and institutions is going, you know, basically take the lead of this person. You feel me? And you know, back in 73 or 79, they had the mental. They had the classification for homosexuality to be a mental disorder, but then they took it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now you got this transgender over the health of all people. You know what I mean? Like without I don't know. I don't like that shit. You feel me? Like I don't like that at all.
Unhealthiest creation.
Exactly. You feel me? It's like you can't procreate from that type of situation. So how can that situation be the best health for anybody?
The whole health service.
That's
crazy.
That's wild. That's wild. You say like
that's why I want her in there because I want to see what she felt about the feminist movement because she
down which I mean we come back to this. We come back to this.
She can tell some insight because how they
Let's see if I can find some C shit. In the middle of finding some C shit, I can start off by saying, what y'all think about that GameStop stock shit?
Mm-hmm.
I've been hearing about it, man. I've been hearing about it. I'm trying to do some like
research on it,
but shit, y'all educate me, man. What's going on?
So what happened was the hedge funds had put, so they're called calls and put inside trade options, right? So the hedge billionaire hedge funds have put a put. That's a put. That means they bet that the market's going to go down. So a lot of hedge funds have bet that the lowest that you see a lot of these stocks that was already low. Yeah. They already bet that it was going to fumble.
Yeah.
Once it fumbles, a hedge fund, once it fumbles, they just buy all of it once it fumbles. So they bet.
Slow down. Right, so I want to know what you're saying, and I'm pretty sure.
Hey, I swear I was understanding. I was understanding because I'm first. I'm like, I don't know if they go
slow a little bit.
So, all right, so this goes back to what it is. All right, so what happened is the billionaires of the world They are all in hedge funds, right? The hedge funds, they run the world. Basically.
What's a hedge fund?
A hedge fund is the people who basically run money.
Okay.
So these hedge funds put trade options. They bet on the market daily, right? So they put a trade option on a lot of these stocks, GameStop, a lot of these stocks that are already going down. That they were going to plummet, right?
Mhm.
And they go negative.
Mhm.
When these big companies, when I do an option, I'll probably pay for options like 180.
Mhm.
These niggas is doing 180 million.
Mhm.
I'm gonna feel offended if you don't hit that, bro. Oh, my bad. Okay. All right.
So 100 million, right? 180 million. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Just for one trade option.
Mhm.
So what happened was that two big hedge fund people from this. So what happens? Reddit is all right. So Reddit, Wall Street bets and Reddit is different from Wall Street. These are guys who wants to take advantage of the rich, of the people, right?
Mhm.
So Reddit came out and basically what they did was they had got the people to bet in on a stock against the hedge fund. So what they did is they had everybody.
So basically, what you're saying is that the hedge fund people said this stock is nothing. It's gonna go down.
And they betted on it.
It's shit. And then they had another group of people come in and said, "We're gonna bet that it goes up." And they put the money.
They forced it to go up.
I know, but how did they do that?
Because they convinced everyday Americans like us to use your stimulus check to go buy into that GameStop. Once you buy into it,
okay,
it goes up. But
Yeah.
if you sell it, it goes down. So what they did was
okay,
they had bought a lot of right, had people just buying into it, it started going up.
okay.
So once you see a lot of people start seeing it going up, everybody was trying to buy it, trying to get into it. The hedge funds lost $80 billion in one day.
Wow.
So when they lost,
that?
once they lost $80 billion, nigga, they hit the White House. They hit hey, cut that shit off. Tell them that's out, bro.
Okay. And that's why they shut the Robinhood app.
Man,
Robin just about you.
Okay.
You know, it's a class action lawsuit against Robinhood right now.
And a few others. It's not just Robinhood. I hear it's a few others.
Everybody did it because they want to protect the money. Who's the money?
Yeah.
We're just
So
regular
if
investors. We're
the
capitalizing.
behind the scenes agenda is to protect the money, then what good is the lawsuit?
What do you mean? For them or for us?
Let me
Because it's
ask
a
you
class
this
action
question.
suit against Robinhood.
So let me
If
ask
they
you a question.
protecting the money, would that say the lawsuit is pretty much gonna be like fixed or something, or are niggas gonna be predetermined to lose that shit if the whole thing is to protect the money?
So remember that's a different ball game. When you talk about just finances and money, it's not. Remember, it's Federal Reserve. That has no contract. There's no. How you say it? There's no regulations, right?
There you go.
You get what I'm saying? There's no real constitution that really defines for that.
Right.
So
They're a separate private entity.
that's what I'm trying to get everybody to understand.
Right.
So what we did is the government's mad because we ain't getting. They can't tax us like that. Only Robinhood can get their taxes off your, you know what I'm saying, like 23 to 26% is how much you got from stocks. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people in a lot of areas got fucked. You know what I'm saying?
What's the app called?
Robinhood. So
And the poor robbed the motherfucking rich and they mad, dog.
It's been a lot of that.
And they
It's been
really
a lot of
upset about that, bro.
It's
And
a
I'm
lot
thinking
of
in my head, like, how can y'all be that greedy, bro? Y'all have more than enough money. Now y'all gonna be this greedy for everyday Americans to really just up their life? That's hella boozy.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say.
that's
I'm not
like
saying.
John
I agree.
Down on
I just
Robinhood
want to provide a different perspective. A lot of times we don't realize that the physical money that we have is really worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so $80 million in fucking company equity, that probably was fucking properties, fucking cars, real estate, commercial properties, like employees, you feel me? All kind of stuff. And so now people's immediate livelihood was affected by that. You know what I'm saying? And of course, anybody is gonna have a fucking outrage about that. The ironic thing is that we just been outraging for so fucking long. People just got used to us saying, "Oh, that's just how the niggas do it." They just outraged. But no, motherfucker, we've been saying this shit for centuries. You feel me? Like they've been keeping us shut out the market and shut out a certain major money industries to really put a hold on a nation, because that's what we're missing.
Did you guys remember in the beginning of the year they're saying it's going to be the biggest wealth transfer ever?
Yeah.
See, they didn't know how, so the rich people thought it was just going to be them. You get what I'm saying? The rich people don't know because they went off the pandemic, because everybody bet on the pandemic, what people not telling you. So like they bet on the market during the pandemic, like Robinhood for itself. Robinhood made what was it, $1.7 billion off the pandemic market. It was a Black Lighters game. Just use it, nigga.
It's still it.
You know what I'm talking?
It's all good. But yeah, man, so I want to say, like, should we root for that? You know what I'm saying? Should that be something that as a black community we should be?
I think we
I want to throw it back to the fellas. You feel me? Like, should we root for that?
I think we should get
Is
more involved.
that in our best interest? You feel me?
I think we should get a lot more involved.
Definitely.
A lot more involved to
Definitely.
where you can, like, what people understand is $80,000 a month gets you $1 million in 12 months, right? So if we break that down, just say we could get 20, right? 20 in 12 months. What I'm trying to say is that we don't need a lot of money to actually become a millionaire.
Facts.
So if we could just get in the game and understand it from the beginning, like, you know what I'm saying, just the fundamentals part of it, your stuff is going to grow within 5 years.
Facts.
Let me ask a question. What was the first form of currency?
Gold, silver.
I would say like natural resources, right?
Yeah, right.
So, because on one end, I understand what you're saying, like getting involved, but to me, my thing is the exact opposite. It's to not get involved. It's to let this motherfucker crumble. That's how I feel.
Right.
They talking about a civil war. Oh, you gotta do this, do that. Nah, niggas stand back.
Right.
Because as I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, the last civil war was white people fighting other white people. It was northern white people fighting southern white people.
I'm black too.
So when you talking about, oh, it's a civil war coming, you gotta get nigga, kick back, motherfucker. You ain't gotta worry about shit. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, I'm so like relaxed when it comes to these things. I'm not worried about it. But my whole thing is back to what I'm saying. So every empire, we can consider America an empire. It kind of is.
Of course. Of course.
All empires fall.
Exactly.
Which brings back to my original point, which is why you really shouldn't get involved right now. This is now you're too late. This is a sinking ship.
Right.
No, what I mean involved is that understand, like, so now is the time to understand the market, because there's going to be a lot of fluctuation right now. So what I mean by getting involved is getting some fundamentals, like I said, understand the stock market, fundamentalize, and understand the projections of companies. For any quick one-on-one for any type of stock thing, you want to invest in a business that produces. GameStop doesn't produce shit. It's a retail store. So in your mind, you'd be like, what does it produce? What does it have? What can it produce futurely? How can it sustain that how it's going? They can't.
Right.
So it's plummet to fall.
No, I see what you. Like I said, I see what you're saying on that. I understand it. But all I'm saying is for the cats out here who's trying to figure out what should I be doing right now, or like what's my come up. What I would say is, like, at this point, you can see America's falling because it's too much infighting. You can see that it's infighting behind the scenes, where at one point all these people was unified, but now it's certain people who are profiting more than other people behind the scenes, and motherfuckers are starting to hate on each other and shit, which it was bound to happen.
You hear that?
So
He gonna be hating.
So
how he rich and all the other rich people.
Wait. So what I'm saying is,
That's a whole nother world. They play a whole different game.
So for us to be like, how can I get to the millionaire thing or anything like that? What I'm trying to say is currency gonna be relevant? As far as you know, like, is the dollar gonna be relevant? In 20 years or 30 years? Like, to me, the only thing that I can see that's profitable in the times that we in right now is the only thing I can relate to is when people say get land, get property. That I'm like, yes, I agree with that shit. Get land, bro, because when you're the owner of your land, you control that motherfucker.
Right.
So you don't even have to operate based on the
Right.
capitalistic, limitations that this country put on. That's your shit. So outside of getting land, man, I'd be like, bro, sit back and watch this motherfucker fall like the end of fucking Fight Club. You see, shit, motherfucker back, shit crumbling, boy.
Yeah.
And it's been prophesized that this motherfucker's gonna crumble. It's already been prophesized, just like Rome, Greece, any Yang dynasty, Qin dynasty, any dynasty, they all rise and fall. We are in the fall right now, and we should be chilling, happy that we in the fall right now because of everything this country can put us, motherfucker.
For sure.
So enjoy the fall. Don't try to get involved and help save this motherfucker. That's the thing.
No, everybody, you get yourself rich.
What I'm saying is you can't.
Well,
if this country is falling, that means the system that's running this country gonna fall too.
Yeah, which means I would, and I agree with you, but I would just pivot at this point and just say, well, look, because we gotta understand and really look at this thing for what it is and say, look, United States corporation is falling, their way of moving is falling, but the real unbounding and the real republic of the land, you feel me, have an opportunity to take back what's truly theirs. You know what I mean? And while their shit is crumbling, like you said, we could be building and buying that land and building a new nation and new constitution and new shit and say, hey, well, listen, man, I know y'all don't like that cracker America, but y'all seem to love Black America because you fucking love rap and basketball and all that shit. Just let us run it, and then we can keep, you know what I'm saying? Because what we really dealing with is the fucking influence of this mindset that's been haunting us for 6,000 years.
And that's why I would think you would have to rename this motherfucker as a whole. But hold on one second.
You think so?
If you keep America, you're going to somehow, some way be connected to the past in some way. You got to change everything. Everything got to go. So if you're talking about, like, is everything you just said, yes, I agree with. Now is the time to get your property, start building it. Nigga, work on your own contracts. Fuck with other niggas who got their own land. Niggas start doing business with them. That's barter. That's basically what I've been saying from the fucking beginning. That's what I've been saying to do. But yes, once you do that, like I was saying, once you do that, it's time to become a new. I wouldn't even say like Black America. I'd be like, call this shit motherfucker something different. Call this bitch Al Line if you want to call it.
For sure. Of course. I just said that for a reference. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just for a reference. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a clear, I would say that there is a clear distinction in America to say that there's two versions of it. That's, you know what I mean? Because there's a white pop type of, pristine American flag type America, and then you got you got the the Black Americans. You got the struggle, you got the civil rights, you got the Black Panthers, you got Bloods and Crips, you know what I mean? So it's like that essence and or even before that with fucking W.B. Du Bois, fucking Thurgood Marshall, you know what I'm saying? Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Noble Drew Ali, all that, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So it's just, just remaking it into some of that shit, but on some fly shit. I feel it.
Now, C been quiet for too long. We're gonna drop a seed topic. What's wrong? We're gonna drop a seed topic. Seed number 123. Who is your favorite philosopher? And can you say one of their famous quotes? How did you come up with this, Steve?
I was watching this movie called Irrational Man. Very good movie. It's based on a true story, actually, about this man who committed murder randomly, just to add anxiety, pizzazz to his life, because he felt like he had no reason to live it no more. He didn't do this. He felt like he was gonna commit suicide. So once he got a hold of it,
so basically his life path was to murder somebody.
No, he already did everything he needed to do in life. His wife died in an accident. But she was having an affair with his brother. It was his whole life was just in like depressed, negative state. And he didn't have nothing else really to live for, but he was so smart. Like he was quick on the draw with so much knowledge and information
on how he fundamentally seen life and how he fundamentally came up with ideas. It was just sad and depressing how he came up with it, but he always had it, you know, like you can always learn something from him. It's sporadic, it's random, but it's profitable, it's informational, educational even. But anyway, he was the philosophy teacher, and he was saying some amazing stuff until he started feeling like he had this urge to want to murder. And when he did it, right, he started having an affair with one of the students at the school. Yeah, one of the students at the school. When she took his class, and she just fell in love with him. And once she played Scooby Doo within the movie, figured out he did it, right, and told him to fess up or she will. So what he tried to do, he tried to throw the bitch off an abandoned elevator. He ended up tripping off a flashlight he bought her in the carnival he went with her, and fell down the elevator himself. And you know, it was one of his philosophies he said earlier in the movie. He said, "Yeah, I understand the risk and consequences it takes from doing something as exhilarating and adrenaline-wise and as satisfying as this. But if I don't do it, will I live? Have I lived? Guess it's only one way to find out."
That's awesome. Who's your favorite philosopher, Steve?
Out of everybody, I'll probably have to say Socrates.
Can you quote him?
You know,
I respect your honesty.
Why'd you pick Socrates?
Don't answer that yet.
Very good question, though.
Confucius? Again, see who is your favorite philosopher?
One of your
yeah, I say Socrates, and then I can quote him his quotes.
But you got another philosopher. Who's a hip hop philosopher?
Yeah, KRS One.
Tupac! Wait, now he's a real hip hop philosopher.
KRS One, the only hip hop
No, he's
philosopher.
not.
He for sure.
He's
He's
a
up.
We can argue this, dog. We can argue this.
I'm agreeing. I said he was showing though.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah.
Showing
Can you quote me, KRS?
Good question.
Love's gonna get you.
You trash. Wise Tone. Do you have a favorite philosopher?
Yeah, man. You know, I got a lot of philosophers that I fuck with, right? But for whatever reason, the philosopher that's coming through me right now is Biggie Smalls, Big Papa. It's all good, baby. You always gotta know it's all good, baby. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would go with right
Louis?
I'm going with the most high, man. You know, I'm still here.
now.
Only easy way for me, man. I quote either Philippians 4:13. I can do all things with Christ strengthen me, man. Even John 3:16. Believe in him, should not perish, but have everlasting life.
I dig that.
That's
I
real
feel like
that's real shit.
my favorite philosopher would be myself.
Yes.
And one of my quotes that I always say is that we are nothing but imagination trapped inside of creation.
You should put that on the t-shirt.
Yeah, we're nothing but imagination trapped inside of creation.
We are nothing but imagination trapped inside of creation.
I think I learned that in that movie Glass.
You need to make a course about that. Some shit.
That's really what it is.
Life is what? Say that again.
Life is
nothing but an imagination trapped inside of creation. You heard that?
That's deep right there, boy. I'll tell you that much.
How much did you spend for that shirt?
We should ask the people. Shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That
I gave the idea, so I'm gonna ask for a discount.
Straight up.
That's it. You know, I'm gonna try to, I'm a businessman.
That's real talk. If you understand, I can break it down someone like, you understand right now, the world is ruled by our kids. You know who our kids is. You know who the babies is. So, but if you think about if you think about the relationship between imagination and creation, what has to come first?
Instagram video.
The thought. So imagination first.
Imagination comes first. So that means the imagination is the parent to creation, huh?
Yeah, because that's all about thought.
So if we trapped inside of creation, just look at the relationship between us and our kids. We imagination trapped in the creation.
My youngest boy, he got a whole lot of goddamn.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about not our physical. I'm not talking about I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm talking about our offspring. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I get you now.
I'm talking about.
Shit, when you got so many kids, you say chill. You think all them goddamn babies you got to feed. Nah,
I'm talking about the Yaku.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? The babies.
Swimmers.
Yeah, so we trapped in this thing that they created, but we are the imagination, the potential, the limitless, trapped inside of this matrix, the creation.
Yeah, but we can plug out, plug in. You know what I'm saying?
That's the beauty of it.
You know what I mean?
That's why I like it.
I want to know why you say Pac wasn't a philosopher seed.
Yeah, because I really understand.
In the group chat,
he was arguing it though.
No, real talk. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a traditional philosopher, but to say that nigga didn't have no knowledge.
What's a traditional philosopher?
That's what I'm saying. He's all Socrates and Confucius and shit. I'm like, dude, these are people who are.
Listen, bro, I couldn't say nothing about them niggas, bro.
No.
I get they were great people, whoever knew them,
but even if you listening to them, they got their knowledge from niggas. So
facts.
It don't even matter.
Facts.
It don't matter.
I didn't want to be the one to go that deep, but yeah.
For the 1900s, the French stole parkour from motherfucking Africans, dog.
Facts. Talk black to me, man.
Did you know that? That shit pissed me off.
Man,
Talk black to me.
Because I thought Jackie Chan started parkour, right?
Hilarious.
He did.
Hilarious. My nigga said Jackie
He
Chan.
did.
Whoa.
Okay. Then it came to my attention that the French had stolen in 1984.
Yeah. Nah,
French
man.
actor, you know what I'm saying? And then the French military had stolen in 1900s. And parkour already came as a French word, so I was like, okay, free running. So if you guys, it's a big thought. I mean, it's a big say something because everybody. If you look at it, everybody says the same thing I'm saying. Jackie Chan is the front of this. I just brought that out because Africans started everything, bro. They stole it from Africa.
Man, hey, they had to come to work. What was the library, Alexandria? You know what I'm saying? Timbuktu. They had to come to the universities to study, just like everybody go to Yale and Harvard and all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where they went to study at. The Greeks. You know what I mean? All the ancient people. You feel me? Anybody who want to, go deep back into you know what I'm saying, genealogy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this melanin and when it comes to this African, you know what I'm saying, you learned it from us, man. You know what I'm saying? We put the game down first, So it's just, more or less for us time to put the game down again and say, hey man, we going. But they don't want to give us the ranks. That's why it's gonna be a war.
How you guys feel about that? You guys think you think they're pushing the Civil War, guys? Does it look like it's being pushed?
I mean,
where's the right mean?
Being defeated. Well, yeah, they basically taking the L right now.
Where I'm just saying though, why is it so
L.
quiet? Like I haven't heard god damn.
No, they taking a big L right now. The right wing, they taking a big L because what they allowed to happen is that they allowed the media to paint them as the sole racists. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So it just kind of like, you know what I mean? So yet people are still uneducated. Black people were the first republics. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, and I know this to be true because when I go back to my shit, you feel me? Like, when I do my genealogy, you feel me? Like, we was free people here on this land, you feel me? Like, and saying my great-great-grandfather, great-great-great-great-grandfather, you feel me, had land in Arkansas, you feel me? Like, big farms and all type of shit, you feel me? So it's like, we been on this motherfucker, and on top of that, they talking about 6 million people brought on ships and shit. That shit ain't true.
That's impossible.
We had families and all that type of shit living on farms and shit. You feel me? Like, and it's kind of crazy because I'm gonna use this as a reference. But if you ever hear like Shannon Sharp and shit talk about how he was born up on a farm. And even in Compton, they got little areas down there where it's like farmish, you feel me? So it's like we've been living on farms, but they enslaved the farm. You know what I'm saying? They came to us and y'all are now slaves. You know what I'm saying? So
every plantation, it was on farm, G.
It was all farms, bro. We've been had that shit, bro. Was farming, been in agriculture, all that shit. Like, and what they be trying to really say, like, and then because you like with the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? If they don't really respect the Africanness in them, they really a European. They just they are a Spaniard. You feel me? A Spaniard is a European. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that dialect. So when you be talking about the black brown type shit, like they like you gotta know they fucking with them, and they is with the lighting of the melanin. They don't fuck with the dark melanin like that. You feel me? So. You know, a lot of that shit play factors, man. A lot of that shit play factors, man. So, like I said, the Republic took an L because they are basically deemed the fucking racist. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a Republican, you already like, oh, you racist.
Damn, that is, bro.
Because right now it's like there's no fucking constitution, there's no judge, jury, law, none of that shit. You are getting X'd out by social media and fucking popular opinion. I mean, cancel culture. You feel me? If you fucking do the wrong thing, a bunch of people say you did the wrong thing, you guilty. Even if you have a little bit of right to do whatever it is that you did. So it's like they taking that shit out of the course and making it like what they say type shit. Just like they did it back then. So yeah, man. That shit is wild, bro. We gotta take this shit back.
Man, we got to, y'all. Like,
What y'all think about them saying Bill Gates, I think, own like 95% of farmland. 85% of farmland now. Ain't that crazy?
That's wild.
That's crazy, man.
No, I just be trying to tell you about how they moving. Everybody don't want to pay attention. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's not everybody. The system that you're talking about was crumbling. Yes, they're trying to crumble the dollar system, but they're not trying to crumble America. The fuck?
The thing is, they go hand in hand. So when you because they're trying to crash America, to crash the dollar, to bring in something new,
right?
Because
they have full control of the new,
right? You know what I'm saying, with AI technology and all this, you know what I'm saying,
full control. And
really, what we got to do is get back to the knowledge of the fucking Soviets, and like we got to get back to how they was thinking back then, because that's what
they're doing right now.
Yeah, because it's about the goddamn Soviets. It's about fucking socialists, communists. You feel me? All that shit. You know what I'm saying? And right now, it's like an undermining of America through communist China. You feel me? They trying to take this bitch over through AI. Man, we might be getting too deep.
No, we not, because we ain't said the real truth. Everybody can say China. They like when you say China. You ain't saying who it really is, nigga. I'm gonna say who it really is, nigga. It's the Jesuits, nigga. What are you talking about, bro? And the Kabab, nigga. What are you talking about, man? That's who run this motherfucking dog. The whole fucking world, nigga. They had to set up. First of all, this how smart they is, bro. You couldn't run nothing unless you had a nation. So they went to go buy and steal nation Israel, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Then they stole the birth. They stole the birthright to the nation with the fucking religion, dog. Come on, bro. They think I'm not stupid, bro. I know what y'all doing, bro. And that's why you can't say shit about them, bro.
Not facts.
You can't say nothing about them, dog.
Group, but you can't say
shit.
Nigga,
Trump already had passed the thing that you can't say shit about them niggas, bro.
Oh, he did that?
That's the what you think Trump was in office for, bro?
Well, but
he was working with the Jesuits before that. He paid that.
Now I gotta do my research on that. But from my angle of what I understand, he was doing was going in there to shake shit up. because what we have is a fucking
We got
pedophile
played.
ring.
We got played.
That's
We
what
got played.
That's what
Tom,
You know what I'm saying?
We got played, Tom.
Nah, yeah.
That nigga was in it the whole time.
He probably was, but what I'm saying is this though. You know what I mean? He was.
So that's all he was doing. Trump
But-
was,
but see-
was
but
with the pedophiles, nigga.
No.
Trump is a pedophile, nigga.
But look though, what I'm talking about is these Wiener laptops, these Epstein files, shit like that, because that is tied to fucking oh shit. I'm in the way. Somebody. Stand by, yo. Stand by. I'll make sure it's right. We good?
It's probably Flicker. It's probably over. Flicker right there in the backyard.
Look, I'm like, man, I ain't get nobody wait.
Nah, you good. I mean, usually nobody really come down here.
Okay. So what I was understanding is that he was putting a lot of pressure, you feel me? And then see, this is when we talking about the Civil War, because they are infighting. So they got a lot of drama that they got going on that we don't know about. So we just on the outside looking in, but from what it was looking like is that he was in there to shake shit up with Hillary in there. Because Hillary Clinton, fucking the Bushes, the Obamas, they got some fucking bullshit going on across the world, you feel me? And that shit got ties to Israel.
No, facts.
All that shit. So it's like they got pedophile rings and fucking trafficking rings, and they're using that shit to basically gain power to put the LGBT shit in the forefront. Because they got motherfuckers that they are like basically going to in blackmail.
So you know who though? The Jesuits in the cabal.
That's who is doing it.
That's who's black. That's who created the whole system of catching. Do you know who Epstein is? He's a spy. He doesn't have no. He's not a real billionaire. His wife Maxwell, her dad is a fucking.
Masami,
is a spy, bro.
Right.
So what they did.
I'm down you.
It's all I do. So look, all they did, bro. All they did was make sure they corrupted every rich person so they could have control of the United States.
Exactly.
Then they went out. Then they had used Europe, and they used Queen Elizabeth, and they helped gather control over the other nations with blackmail.
Okay.
So all these things are blackmail move. But what happened was Trump had the thing with had got me so messed up because I knew it, but I just didn't know how to paint it, bro. Trump was to make us docile, dog. You had to act like you had a horse in the race. If we realized that we didn't have a horse in the race earlier, bro, none of this shit would have been going on right now, bro. You don't have to that Antifa, all that shit. That's what would have been going on right now.
When did we think we had a horse in the race?
Bro, that's how they drag a lot of people, bro. That's how they calm a lot of people down because of the pedophile shit. Because they kept putting that shit out. So QAnon kept saying, "Oh man, we got the reason why."
But they was pushing Trump though.
No, I know that's the whole shady shit.
And then they talking about the motherfuckers that was doing this insurrection shit, infiltrated the Antifa to go in there and steal some laptops.
No, facts though, right? You hear that?
Right.
Yeah, but all this going down, all this shit, right? All this shit. Where the fuck are they at? Nowhere. Biden's in office. Everybody, he just signed all the damn whatchamacallit. He decided those presidents like, bro, that just do that to make us feel good, bro. And I was like, bro, that hurt my heart.
Well, what I feel like is that what it is that the blackmail won. They had the right people in the right places to put what they needed in place so they get where it got. You know what I mean? Because if not, then that shit would have blew up. This nigga still ain't fucking released the laptop tapes. They still got control over the media. So they're still like censoring shit.
Everything, dog.
So it's like, what the fuck? You can't find the shit you need to put these motherfuckers away.
And that's the scary fucking part.
So at some point,
how do you have her on videotape scratching a baby's face and you talk about you can't put her in jail?
Because listen,
it's been stolen. Oh, let me tell you, we don't know what the real secret was? Want me to tell you the real secret?
Yeah.
They can't use that evidence. Why? Because it's been tampered with, G. They're going to be like, who was it? Russians? We don't know who it was. We're not going to use that evidence because it's been stolen.
And then, too, they can say, well, it was this. I mean, like, okay, bam, it's irrefutable. They got it to be thrown out. bam. But we still. So what I like to do is like as a black community, because we can't say nothing until we become a nation. If we're not a nation, we can't do anything. We are at the mercy of these motherfuckers.
And that's all we gotta do. Is find a nation. We gotta find a land. We're gonna make it our nation.
We don't gotta find shit. It's here.
It's our land.
We can build a nation within the constructs of the United States. Here right now.
Is that really possible, bro?
I would have already go.
That's what the boys be trying to tell everybody. But they so
That's a lot.
out of touch with the real fabric of the culture of America that a lot of people is just too, what you call that? It's too far-fetched. It's too out there. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's what is going on. Because once you get into business and you get into size and you can make, shake and move in certain things, that's what you're doing. You have control and power, but you don't have it under a construct. Black people don't have it under a construct. We can't go to the United Nations and say, hey, listen, no, we got to come up under our right shit. You feel me? We got to come up under our right shit. Now, shouts out to a few, you know, to the big dogs out there, you feel me, trying to push the FBA movement. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how far that'll get, you know, because it's got to be tied into your ancestry. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because
What's FBA?
FBA is Foundational Black American. It's basically a flip on a term that Dr. Claude Watson came out with. Where he said Black American when he's talking about Black American versus the white American in America and the differences and stuff like that. And Tariq Nasheed actually flipped it and said Foundational Black American. And he got a flag and he's trying to say that this is a lineage.
And that's how you prove it. He's smart as hell.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Okay, so we have some type of things like this already developing. It's just about everybody get on the right page and stand on the code. Because what it is not like, the code has to be what is going on. It's not that we're banding together like Moors be Moors, everybody be who they are. We just stay on code.
Gotta stay on code.
Stay on code. Now what that code is what we discuss on shit like this. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta stay on code, you feel me? And once we start to do that, this is not something that we may not see in our lifetime, but our kids may get this. Like, oh, okay, this is what they was trying to do. I mean, this is the way. This is what we do. Because right now, they just getting funneled into the machine.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Fucking be 6 years old, have red bottoms on, get a chain, have a nice haircut, get hella Instagram followers, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Boot, get your money that way, fucking be a rapper, do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at some point, there's got to be something other than that. Not knocking it. I'm just saying it's got to be something.
No, right. I feel what you're saying, though, because that's what
it's got to be, you know.
What we doing, G? I'm just looking at it like, bro, what are we setting our kids? Because at first I was in my head, I was like, okay, you know, my son will be the best basketball player, football player ever. I was like, bro, hold the fuck on. Ain't nobody about to own my son, and my son about to own whatever he want to do. He ain't about to be no fucking slave. Like, I'm like, oh, but they ain't slaves, bro. I was like, bro, they are a slave. If you can't wear something that you want to wear, you're a slave, G. If you can't say, do, or you can't ride a motorcycle, nigga, because you're under contract, nigga, you're a slave, G.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're a slave, bro. They can't do nothing during the season. Like, nigga, what?
So it's got to be up to us to fucking build the new fucking NBA and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Become the owners, you know what I mean? Put a league together and understand how to do that shit. You know, it's a lot of work, but I mean, it could be done.
We can destroy the industry and let them know, like, nigga, we don't give a fuck about this. Y'all not about to get paid millions of dollars to entertain no more. That's out.
I mean, but to be honest, there has always been that. Even when we had it in the land of the black, we had that. You feel me? Even when we had the mines and shit like that, we had sport.
Yeah, we had sports, but they wasn't the rulers of the world. They wasn't
I'll give you that. No, I give you that. I definitely give you that. But it's a time and place for that. You know what I'm saying? Now we gotta restructure it to the point where it's like, okay, we put the right smart motherfuckers in the right positions and we fucking strive to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking I ain't even gonna try to name drop them, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? There's some smart motherfuckers out here that's doing some extraordinary shit. So it's like they need to be empowered more or less to you know what I mean? Engineers to set up systems and stuff. You feel me? And everybody else just kind of like, you know, work their way within that. But the smartest people need to be in the smartest position. If you got a certain position, you got that position because you're the smartest at it, you're the best at it, and you beat everybody else at it. You know what I'm saying? And then whoever was second, you got seconds up. Like we got to get to that kind of shit. You feel me? Because right now we got Dr. Fauci, being a goddamn, you know, this man, no doctor. Like,
The nigga's dumb as hell. The nigga's been in office for how long, bro? He's been ahead of who for how long, bro? How long has AIDS been out? Nigga, what?
And my bad, but anybody who want to challenge me on the Fauci comment, like, he ain't nowhere near Dr. Shiva.
At all. He fucking Dr. Shiva too, huh?
Well, he ain't nowhere near Dr. Shiva. So it's like, why isn't he on the main
You gotta
street?
admit
Why
that's
isn't
the
he
G
up there
shit,
more?
Steve.
Okay. So
See,
that's
that's
what
my
I'm saying.
G with the laugh. I'm like G
Shit,
with music.
that's why that nigga ain't out there like that.
No, Shiva, he's out there, but
We gonna make a
he's
song.
not getting
People
publicized.
sad.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. No, he made a lot of shit, bro. They fucking over him, bro. They stole a lot of his patents.
Who's on Savvy?
No, Shiva.
Dude, oh yeah, hell yeah.
He started the telephone,
Yeah, and the email system.
the email system. That's what I'm saying.
If we can,
He started the email system.
That's saucy. That's saucy.
India.
Yeah,
But I wanna
Like
unless
15
you
years
got
old.
you got some another topic.
Nah, I want to keep elaborating on what y'all talking about.
Okay, let's
Shit,
keep going,
put me on game, bro.
He's learning.
Because I was, if nobody got nothing else to add, I was gonna ask.
I was in the middle of talking to Steve Schenkel, who just shouted me out.
What's up with Steve Schenkel?
His girl just tapped him on the stomach and said, "What's up, baby? How was your day?" Which is a song I got with Steve Schenkel. That's what made it
Plug. I came across this article the other day. It was like mass tax exodus. Yet another firms leaving the Bay Area. So basically, it's about all these tech firms leaving the Bay.
Yeah.
So Bay not being the number one tech spot anymore.
Digital Valley anymore.
What is the reason behind that?
Man,
Expansion.
tax.
Everybody going to Texas too.
Yeah,
What?
taxes.
This is this. I mean, think about it. Like, imagine
It's Joe
the
Biden.
gold mine.
I can tell you what happened. Joe Biden. You guys know about the new tax reform, right? The new tax bill.
Well, you can get technical with it. I was saying, essence, fucking the. I mean, they didn't pump as much. Like, this is the tech hub. It's kind of like, okay, we didn't been around here. Let's see if we can go do this somewhere else type shit. Like, the growth is to that point where it's like it's gotta expand out. That's my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
You thinking that?
As in, it ain't gonna be no headquarters in the Bay at all
there
anymore.
ain't no headquarters. That's what I'm saying. So they're not operating inside the Bay.
Cause you know Netflix in Redwood City.
No, I know that's gone. Netflix been gone.
Well, they getting bigger, so I mean, I would see why they would, you know, because to be honest, bro, California ain't got no land like that. You know what I mean? Like,
They
it's
got
bad.
hella land, G. It's just not in the areas you want to be at. You know what I'm saying?
So it ain't profitable. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, why would I want that land? It's like it's land in Ohio, fucking Texas.
It is.
You know what I mean? All these other places where it's like, you know, in 10 years, yeah, that's me. In like 10 years, that shit might be popping. You know
You
what I
feel
mean?
me? You never know.
That shit might be smart.
You never know.
Well, Texas, you know, they ain't got to pay no taxes.
Yeah, that, no state tax.
No state taxes.
No state tax.
So,
That's why everybody moving there, but a lot of people saying that shit turned into fucking California now.
yeah, because they're dumb. It was, if they would did Sprouts, like, you know what I'm saying? They have to raise it now.
It's a migration. Everybody from Cali going to Texas.
And California said if you leave, you're retaxed. So that's why they really leave.
Right.
They
That's why I said, I'm gonna just stay here, because if you leave, you're not gonna be able to come back. It's gonna be a wrap. They might fuck around and break this off and this be like a separate little
Real life,
you know what I mean? Because California can run on its own. You know what I'm saying? It don't really need to be a part of the state. And then like that's a realistic thing too for like
That's
the
the
United States to be broken up, you know, because it wasn't always united.
That's a
I
fact.
see that. It was colonies at first.
You heard? We had all type of nations: French, goddamn Spanish, Britain. You know what I'm saying? We had all type of nations over here. So,
That's what's up. So, I mean, yeah, shit.
Anybody got any moves that they want to speak into existence? What y'all got going?
Well,
I'm going to $1 million this year, y'all. I'm making $1 million. I'm making $1 million.
hey
First
man,
million.
I said that too. I did on that. Let's be each
I'm
other's
serious,
accountability
Come on, bro. I'm
partners.
serious.
I'm telling you,
I
son.
never had this type of belief, bro.
Like I
just
said, I want to be a millionaire this year. I want to make $1 million in sales, bro.
I'm making $1 million, bro.
Come on, bro.
I'm like, I set my goals for real, like you know, like real life.
Yeah.
So I said 100,000, but too close to that.
At least $1 million.
I'm
bro.
too close to 100,000. So nigga, I'm about to go for $1 million,
$1
bro.
million, bro.
I'm too close to that, yo. I'm like, go straight to $1 million, y'all.
$1 million, bro. I'm trying to make $1 million this year. Like for real.
For real.
So
It's easy.
if you haven't already, you know what I'm saying, check us out. Wise Money. You
Hello,
feel me?
bro.
Come get some Wise Money merch.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Actually, I could actually tell you about this. So we are now in the store. Okay, so Wise Money is available inside of a store. So if you are just so happen to be in Pittsburgh, California, 965 East Street, you can go there. It's a smoke shop. My friend opened up a store there, and he's got Wise Money clothing. He's got Wise Tone Nutrition products in there. All your goodies, your backwoods and everything you need, your bongs and plates and everything. Little zooms and whams, little, you know, chips and little, you know what I'm saying, goodies. He got specialized muffins and all type of treats and stuff in there too. So if y'all ever, you know, in Pittsburgh, go check us out. You feel me? So yeah, man, we just trying to do some bigger things. You feel me? Just upgrade the brand.
Hell yeah.
You know, and just, you know, today is really like a kicky day for me. I've been up like really like around the clock, just building out these new things that I'm about to roll out, and you know what I'm saying, and getting my books ready. I got 2 books that I plan on launching this year. The Wise Way into Fitness, and how to stop, or how to it's gonna be called How to Stop Giving a Fuck What They Think. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a real good book. I feel like because a lot of my clients, you know what I'm saying, they want to get they workout on and that kind of thing, but they worried about what everybody thinking. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, I'm gonna look silly, look this, like, quit worrying about what people think. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
No, dude, that's a lot of bad things.
like,
That's
you know, and so
stop from growth.
you know, I got some classes and stuff I'm gonna be dropping on that. So
It's gonna be ebooks, right?
there's gonna be ebooks. I'm gonna do a couple in print, maybe like 100 in print, just like, you know, some special fan type thing. So if y'all just like get super like excited about it, like I'm gonna be excited about it. You feel me? You get like a special copy. I'm gonna sign 100 of them or whatever, and then they're gonna be available online. You know what I mean? So if you haven't tapped in with me on Facebook, like get with me on Facebook. Wise Tone Nutrition on Facebook. Wise Clothing on Facebook, and man, yeah, I know it's not really a traditional platform like that, but I'm growing it on there right now. And also on Instagram, Wise Tone Nutrition and Wise Money. They basically kind of go hand in hand. You feel me? It's the merch line. You feel me? Wise Tone Nutrition is the health supplement line. So yeah, man, we just trying to do some things. And quietly, I'm back rapping again.
Hello, world.
I'm back rapping again. Just a little bit.
That's what's up.
Just a little bit.
Tell them what you got on iTunes.
I got Bro Codes on iTunes. Go download that. You feel me? Bro Codes, you know what I'm saying? Out on iTunes and DistroKid, and you know what I'm saying, what is it?
All your streaming
All your
platforms.
streaming platforms. You feel me? I gotta get.
You can even get it on TikTok.
Yeah, on TikTok, all that stuff. You feel me? Bro Codes, you know, that's a no. You know what I'm saying? Go get that. So, and then I just dropped a new single too. You feel me? BFTD, Back from the Dead. And that'll be out real soon. So, you know what I mean? Be on the lookouts for that. You feel me? So, yeah, we just working, man.
Up to the car. Yeah, I just want to get you.
Man.
Just working, man. Just working, man.
That's saucy, bro.
I know.
These niggas been trying to get me back on in the booth for a minute. These niggas be like,
Might as well,
listen,
man.
you feel me? I mean, I understand it. It's just the way these niggas be getting at me. I don't appreciate it because it's not like motivation the way
Man, listen to the guy, man. You need to see. Listen, me rapping versus you should be doing this shit for real. I fuck with this shit because it's fun and I just have, it's a hobby of mine. But you really fuck with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I fuck with this shit, you for sure.
That was the thing. Like once I really seen how that, because like when I was young and shit, you know, like any young nigga, we thought about getting signed and shit. But like once we got older and really like seeing how the industry was, it's like ooh.
But that's different now, though. That's going different now, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's different now.
You see how G moving, bro?
Yeah,
You see how G moving? Shout out to Quarter Battles, baby. I'm proud of
man.
man.
Shout out to my guy, man.
Man,
He
man,
go
going crazy,
He really the GOAT, bro. He been doing this shit for
Bro.
hella long.
And he really doing it.
He really doing it. You feel me? Like
Rick Ross, everybody know this nigga, bro. He really, I'm like, man, I'm proud of you, G, bro. G, I'm proud of you, bro.
Nah, because see, what people want, see, like, I'm a businessman, I'm an entrepreneur. So, like, when I approach music, you feel me, it's from an entrepreneurial aspect. G is an artist, you feel me? So it's different. You feel me? He's an MC artist, and but he a businessman too because he make music, he make money off his music. And I'm saying he really in the music business, you feel me? Not just a rapper, he really in the music business, you feel me? So it's like it's different levels to this shit, you feel me? Like motherfuckers just get off and just be popping and you make a video or whatever. But it's like, you know, it's levels to this shit. It's differences, you feel me? So salute to bro. Keep doing your fucking shit, bro. On the real, you feel me? I remember, let me tell you something about you, guys. I remember being in class with this nigga one time, right? And he used to be hella quiet, right? And this one, you already know me, but I done had transitions, you feel me? That's why I'm on my wise shit, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? But I done had transitions. So early me, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Young Tony F, you feel me? Young, you know what I'm saying? Early me. You know what I mean? Be cutting up in the class. I'm, you know what I mean? I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the teacher ain't real, whatever. I done finished my work. I'm cutting up. And G quiet in the back. And the class is hella loud. You feel me? Bruh stood up out of his chair and was like, man, I'm trying to do my work. Like he basically smashed on the class. Like, bro, I'm trying to do my work. Y'all loud as shit, man. Like, shut that shit up, man. Give the teacher a chance, man. She see you. Y'all see she trying to teach y'all. You feel me? Like, she trying to help. Like, damn, y'all acting hella ignorant. You feel me? Like, y'all, you feel me? Like, damn. And me being one of the motherfucking people that was contributing to the shit, I'm looking at this nigga like, because anybody else, no spill, you feel me? Man, shut your bitch ass up. He dust you off right now. But when Brett said it was kind of like, nah, you kind of right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we respected that shit, you feel me? Like, Brett just kind of like had that presence about himself, you feel me? So, like, salute to Brett, you feel me? Like, I'm a real nigga. I know how to give niggas their fruits, you feel me? And their flowers and shit. So, nigga, I know you remember that shit, too. If you ever run into him, nigga, ask about that shit. I know you remember that shit. Yeah, man, salute to Brett, though.
Okay, I got it. Who's your favorite teacher?
Oh, there with it? You know, my favorite teachers came from Bret Hart. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Really?
Yeah, it was not a Skyline, bro.
Man, to be honest, I don't remember a lot of the Skyline teachers.
Well, what's the teacher that stuck out to you?
Skyline?
Any school.
Mr. Rogers?
Okay, all right, let's bet. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. All right, so high school, I'm going to say I think her name was Miss Johnson. She was an English teacher, black, tall as fuck. She was the drama teacher, actually.
Oh, no, that's Miss Hunter.
Miss Hunter.
That's I love
Miss Hunter. I love Miss Hunter. You know why I love Miss Hunter? Because Miss Hunter told me some shit that is the truest shit. I swear to God. And I wish I would have listened to it, but I didn't. I was in hornball. She said one time we was in class, she was like, y'all be careful who y'all run around in these beds with and sleeping with, because you sleep with so many people, a piece of their soul come to you and some of your soul go to them. And so everybody you sleep with, you lose a little bit depending on the relationship. So you always want to preserve yourself, you feel me? And that shit stuck with me, you feel me, so much, you feel me? Because, you know what I mean? Like, that's some real ass shit, you feel me? Like, that's some real ass shit. Like, preserve yourself, man. Y'all be around here with everybody, sleeping with everybody, you know what I mean? Like, that shit ain't cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but so, Miss Hunter, you know what I mean? I don't want to go on too much in but Miss Hunter, and Miss Hunter, that's high school. I would say high school. That's the one who stood out to me. Junior high, this is not going to be a good reference, but she's not my favorite, but I'm gonna just reference her. But if I had to pick a favorite in junior high, it's probably Miss Elmore.
Of course, you always say me.
Come on, man. Miss Elmore, man. We all fantasize about Miss Elmore. Oh my God. I was going to teach the world. Junior high.
Oh, yeah, one more.
Watch your hands,
yeah,
man.
one more inside in freshman at Skyline Group. The teacher with the glasses, the math teacher with the big booty. But her hair was always nappy.
I can't call it. I think I know
Big
you're talking about.
ass booty, but nappy.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you?
Light skin as fuck. Yeah, I know. I remember her. I can't call her name though. I cannot call her name for shit. But yeah, I know who you talking about. Yeah, man. Miss Elmore for sure my favorite though. But fucking Miss Weescamp. I know you remember.
I know, nigga, y'all niggas know Max. He's bad shit, bro. Nigga, big head.
Is that Skyline or
dude,
Bret Hart?
That's Bret Hart.
Miss Weezy?
Bro, we used to fuck her class up. G.
Is she in the portable? Was she in the
Yes.
portables in the building?
Yeah, she was there like 7th grade.
Oh man,
You know what I'm saying? She in the portables in the building.
she's in the portables, dog, and we fucked
I'm
her.
about to get up out of here.
We fucked her life off, dog.
Yeah, bro. We was so bad. Yeah, bro.
Look at your letter right there. He had it the whole
Yeah.
time.
Where you going?
We've been discovered
Yeah,
that,
just
bro.
finish the thing, bro. We got us the game.
Another time.
Bro, we about to get some shit for you to talk about, bro. Come on, bro. Sit down.
Well, no, I'm not leaving for that, bro. I got other stuff I got to attend to.
Oh, go ahead, boss.
You know, next week I'm here.
Well, thanks for fucking it up.
We'll hold it down. You know what I'm saying?